Hello and welcome to the weekend, everyone. It's Meredith. I'm here with a message for Saturday the 7th, Sunday the 8th of May. We are using Mystical Moments Tarot and Oracle for our weekend message. We have the Oracle cards on the moon phase side of the reading. Let's tune into what this moon phase has to offer us. Our first card is Touch the Sky. Ooh, a daydreamy card. And isn't the weekend just great for daydreaming? Yeah, this it's got a meditative quality to it. So, let your mind drift. Let your thoughts, let your heartfelt thoughts drift in a daydream kind of style, and just simply be in love with where you drift to. All right, next we have Elixir of Life. Ooh, doesn't that feel like an elixir of life? Meditation, contemplation, though in that daydream quality, right? There is a message of vitality on this card. So I'm feeling good self-care. Whatever that means to you, do that. Perhaps it's the way you cook. Perhaps it's the quality of time you are barefoot out on the earth. The list can go on. Go there. That's your elixir of life. To, pull energy up through the bottom of your feet and into your heart, into the smile on your face and the sparkle in your eyes. Whatever puts that there for you, celebrate that. Our next card is Oh Sunny Day. Wow, I drifted there for a moment. Didn't take very long. That feels like the influence of the sun in the reading. Oh, by the way, the moon phase. I didn't even cover that really. We are starting out in Cancer, though the moon is going to shift signs into Leo. Oh, sunny day, Leo. Yeah, curl up like a cat in the sunshine, right? I feel happiness and joy. I feel more celebration here on this card. I feel sitting around a fire, enjoying the crackle and the flame and the sparks. And, it's spring here, and many of us have been eager to get into the great outdoors and start to celebrate everything greening up, leaves starting to pop, flowers starting to bloom, and that energy is really present here in these three cards. I feel a nice, strong connection to Mother Earth. So, whatever that takes for you. Okay, our next card, Flower Spirit. In connection with this Touch the Sky card, sorry, I feel just the sweetness of life in these cards. Being in appreciation and gratitude for the simple things of life and the profound happiness this appreciation and gratitude brings to us. So consider how some of the best things in life are free. The crackle of a fire, so to speak. The sun on your skin, watching the leaves come out on the trees, watching those buds begin to pop. It's fulfilling by its very nature, isn't it? And then our next card is A Long Way Home. Wow, reflection for the journey, right? Perhaps some of us are in consideration of all that we had in heart space nurturing through the winter season, hibernating on those energies, what we were holding there. And now we're beginning to see things bloom. We're witnessing the vitality of life in nature. Some of us are being really called to it. You know, as I mentioned, being barefoot outside on the ground, hearing a fire crackle, hearing the bird song even. I can hear it right now outside my door, and it's soothing and lovely as I attempt to ignore the landscaping crew down the street. Regardless, it's these cards and this moon phase are encouraging us into the profundity of what is simple, what is easy, what is graceful. You know, our cards recently have had us taking a deep look at, you know, Five of Cups, Three of Swords, life experiences. And it takes guts to look at that stuff, to acknowledge it. And it takes strength and courage. And we've had a whole lot of message about being sovereign within self-relationship. And I feel that that has bolstered our confidence and our sense of independence, interdependence. And these cards here feel like a bit of a reprieve. You know, in light of seeing the Four of Swords come out twice this week in the same reading, rest and relaxation for the spiritual warrior, not every day needs to be a warrior day, does it? There are days where we celebrate what is simple, and it could be just noticing how the grass is greening up for us. So pour yourself a nice glass of lemonade and go out into your backyard and look at what's blooming and popping out there and enjoy every moment of it. Let your mind drift, go into daydream mode, and let the sun kiss your skin. Okay, let's take a look at the tarot cards. Mystical Moments Tarot, an abundant shuffle over here. Our first card is the Hanged Man. Before I get into this, let's go to our soulful presence. What is it whispering to us out of the Awakened Soul deck? And we have truth. What's your inner truth? What do you have to share in that regard? I feel that this is a message of us speaking the truth to ourselves, you know, as we are touching the sky, as we are embracing the vitality of our own life on such a sunny day. Perhaps we're even a bit sentimental as we reflect on the journey that we see here unfolding in these cards, while we're overflowing with the abundance of appreciation and gratitude that we have for the divine all and its presence in our world, right? Our first tarot card here is the Hanged Man. This is Pause for Enlightenment. And this is one of my favorite cards in tarot. I have a lot of favorites. I know you hear me say it so often when we turn them over, and I'm all surprised and delighted, though the Hanged Man is a card of appreciation for me. And it's a pause for enlightenment. It really, you know, a download of your own truth right here, your soulful presence and what it has to say and how it whispers to our waking human consciousness, right? So when we pause in any flow, in appreciation and gratitude, we're really receiving this spiritual truth. And that spiritual truth is enlightening to us, and we take that enlightenment into whatever our next step is. So putting our feet up and enjoying the simplicity of the beautiful things blossoming around us is exactly the kind of action where we take the posture of the Hanged Man and gain enlightenment. Okay, the next set of cards, three of them came out together. The first of those three is the Five of Wands. Look at that chessboard. That's a message all in itself, isn't it? Coming with the Ace of Wands. I like that. And the Eight of Swords. Okay. Focusing on this Five of Wands, what I feel here as I look at that card, and it sits right next to the Hanged Man, this is a bit of a timeout between these two cards. Fives, as you know, are unstable. We talk about that frequently. And our ability to notice what is unstable is our ability to notice what our ego voice has to say. And I like this chessboard here. It feels as though the ego might try to move these pieces around. We had this conversation recently. I think it was the Friday reading. Yeah, the Friday reading about saying yes or saying no. What are we keeping in our field? And does the no maintain a status quo that affords us the illusion of safety for the ego's sake? And the ego would have us move things around in a controlled way so that it all feels safe. And what is that doing for us? A pause in the action is really, on the Hanged Man, is really a pause for wisdom, right? It's garnering our gains. It's tuning into our experience as we move and we stay in the flow of what comes next. So a pause isn't a stop. It's really a slowdown. This 5 does give us pause, right? So that we can draw on our experience and speak the truth and take action on our truth here. Now, coming with the Ace of Wands, it turns that 5 into the 6 of Wands, which is victory and success for us. It's homecoming to our own heart space. And why would we not pause, right? To maintain that position out of heart space. We're doing it over here in the moon phase. We're actually being encouraged into it through our own emotional awareness, our own emotional intimacy within self-relationship. We're checking ourselves. We're checking our own enlightenment for our soulful presence and truth, so that we are not moving things around on the chessboard in a controlling way through the ego. That's really gorgeous. This creates success for us. And then we have the 8 of Swords. What a beautifully done card, right? The 8 of Swords is one of those cards that vexes most people when they see it in tarot, because traditionally you see that woman standing there on the shore amongst the swords, blindfolded, hands are tied. And here, look at this one. We have wings poking out of the cage. The lid or the top is coming off the cage, and this character inside could fly free. And this is why we pause right here with the Hanged Man to check ourselves over here, because the manipulations and or controlling nature of the ego can put us in the cage. So we pause wisely for enlightenment to listen to the whisperings of our own soulful presence and truth. I know this is a lot of repeat of that same message, though clearly the universe is driving that point home to us. Are we caged or are we uncaged? Are we wild and expressing that inner visceral, primal, wild nature? Or are we attempting to tame that and water it down? That message has shown up for quite a while in the cards. And we're being asked to welcome all aspects of our presence. All parts welcome. That was another message this week too. All right, our next card is 7 of Swords. Gosh, when I looked at the word 7, I saw Venus. Oh, yeah, pretty cool. Love yourself enough to be playful, right? And the 7 of Swords is one of those cards that reminds us of our inner dialogue. And are we potentially sabotaging ourselves through ego speak? 5 of Wands coming back here. And my feeling here is it's a well-worn path. There are things that we say to ourselves in our inner dialogue that are, shoulds and should nots, and they come very easily to the monkey mind, don't they? What's beautiful about this is we catch it, we're noticing it, and we're understanding that the words we speak are creating our world. Every cell in our body is listening and responding. Our subconscious is being lit up quite a bit for us lately by the sun. We've seen this in repeat too. And we're creating our world through the subconscious. So when we catch ourselves having a 7 of Swords moment where we could be potentially speaking ourselves right into this cage, we're wisely pausing. We're wisely reflecting on the vitality of our own lives. We're appreciating the simple that is profound over here. And this fills us with great gratitude. This is what brings us that gorgeous Ace of Cups energy that we see so frequently here in the readings. Let's see what's next. 8 of Pentacles. I like this. This is dedication and commitment to the self right here. And usually we see a crafter, an artisan working away at coins in the tarot, right? And it's about becoming masterful in the action that we take in whatever it is we are in creation with. So this is a wonderful confirmation card to the message up above here. So the master catches the moment where we're starting to move things around on the chessboard in our ego rather than channeling the truth of our soulful presence. We're catching when we're caging ourselves. We're catching when we're taming ourselves and watering ourselves down even. And we're making adjustments for that without judgment. No harsh condemnation for noticing that behavior within self at all. It's just great. It's a great opportunity for acceptance and even more appreciation for noticing so that we can adjust our sails accordingly. Our next card here is, how beautiful, the Empress. Look at her. What a lovely card. So there's the self-nurture message. And there's the Venus energy. She's Venus energy all day long. And she speaks to cycles and rhythms. And we've had her show up more than once this week. And that's her message. This is a new cycle, a new way of experiencing oneself on our own foundation, making those adjustments that are so profound to the oncoming and how we are going to bless ourselves with the reward of the investment of now. And we are making certain that the investment of now is of a high quality, that we know that it's a reward and it creates a ripple effect. And that ripple effect is going to come back on us at another time and bless us. Our next card, Six of Pentacles. There it is, reciprocity. It will come back to us. We get what we give. We've all heard that. What you want to get out of something is what you need to put into it. And here we're doing it. And these cards are showing us that this is the way. So if you're holding a vision in a dream and you've got some negative ego speak going on, pause. Pause in the action here like the Hanged Man and just simply take a look at it without judgment. And be in acceptance that, those thoughts, those words cropped up. And then change them up to a better frequency for yourself. Notice that the way you think and feel can be quite temporary. And what would you like to make a little more permanent? And that could be that easy, graceful flow where we are enjoying this elixir of life over here, where we are in appreciation for the journey of our soul here on earth. All right, let's take a look at what's on the bottom of the deck. What's coming out of the unseen that the universe wishes to share with us? We have, well, here he is again, the King of Wands in his divine feminine aspect. That's nice. So it's taking action without force. And I feel that that's confirmation of not judging oneself when we catch ourselves, maneuvering on this chessboard over here off the Five of Wands. It's really an opportunity for self-mastery. And it's confirmed for us in the Eight of Pentacles over here. So whenever we find ourselves brushing up against our own ego speak, we can take a soft approach with a direct action, King of Wands, and treat ourselves with unconditional loving kindness as we would anybody else, right? We would lovingly point out, hey, that statement isn't necessarily in support of what you're holding in heart space. No judgment there, just acknowledgement. All right, next we have, okay, here it comes. Here comes the Emperor. Now, I love the Emperor. He's another one of my favorites here in tarot. So let's point out that we have the Empress and the Emperor together, match set. We're in divine harmony with our inner masculine, inner feminine, which is why the King of Wands is showing up in a feminine aspect, where We're softening some of the harder edges, and we're bringing through our Aries fire emperor like nature. We're bringing our wisdom and our experience to what's unfolding in front of us, because we know when you're at the top of tarot with the emperor and the empress, the mother and father of tarot, there's small margins there for tolerance in terms of the Five of Wands. We're not going to tolerate existing in a Five of Wands quality experience for too long a period of time, if you call it time. So we're much more interested in the blessing of the ripple effect for the joy and the love of now, and how that blesses us right here, right now, and in the oncoming. So the Emperor and the Empress, they've got a fine eye for Five of Wands, Three of Swords, Five of Cups like energy. They get to work on it right away. They're very direct. No lingering, no dragging their feet. And we're not either, because let's take a look at our next card off the bottom of the deck, and we have the Ten of Cups. And there it is. It's more confirmation for us of holding unconditional love and kindness for ourselves, because our Ten of Cups is right in the center of our heart space. That's the Ace of Cups to the power of 10, and this is a gift, a cosmic gift of pure love and abundance overflowing in our world. And this is the energy that we are participating with. This is what we're in daydream for over here. This is what brings vitality to our life and appreciation for the journey. This is why we feel the sun shining on us, because we have invested so much. So would an emperor, would an empress spend too long a time in the Five of Wands type of energy? No, they wouldn't. They would accept that it's present, and they would love it into wholeness. And that's what we're being asked to do from the overflow of our own Ten of Cups. And then we have the Moon. Nice similarities on these two cards here. I like this. The Moon is, what's right below the surface for us. And I feel what's right below the surface is all this wisdom. It's on offer to us, this gorgeous energy of the Ten of Cups, and it continues to emerge for us. So look at them celebrating life underneath that rainbow. And then, look at the energy beneath them. It continues like the six of coins over here. It's an energy of reciprocity. This is what we continue to invest in, and this is what continues to come back to us. And I think that's good. I think we'll stop there. Okay, let's do angel answers. If you have a question unique to you or confirmation, put it to these cards. Or let this be a simple message from your guides and angels to you. Whoa, okay. This one's back again. Our sweet, simple yes. I feel like that's the universe whispering to us. That's the truth we're whispering to our own selves. Yes, let's do this. Yes. Oh my gosh, look what's right underneath it. Emphatic yes. That's for those of you who asked the yes, no, got the sweet, simple yes, and then questioned it again. So the cards had to get emphatic with you. And we have no need to worry. I think that's the third time this card has come out this week. That's connected to the Eight of Swords. No need to worry. Set yourself free. You're already free. Just take yourself out of the cage. And then we have romance. Hold on. The landscaping crew got closer. Anyway, That's the Emperor, the Empress, the romance card right there. This is the inner divine feminine, divine masculine in harmony. This is the couple on the 10 of Cups. This is the energy that's just below the surface that is emerging off the moon. And this is more confirmation of the 6 of Pentacles, the reciprocity. Again, what we put in, we get out. Remember, we are the love of our life. We are that. I am that. So I'm going to invest in that to keep this sense of, or this experience of reciprocity flowing in my world. Consider that as you take the position of the Hanged Man. Sorry for the noise in the background. Okay, last card. Final thoughts for the reading from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. We have In the Hand. Oh, that's so sweet. The universe is your partner. Yes, there it is, confirmed all over the reading. That is really, really sweet. So partner up with the universe this weekend. Put your feet up. Enjoy what's blossoming and blooming. Be your own best friend, soulmate, and partner, and share in your world with those nearest, dearest, and they will meet you there in that gorgeous and exquisite energy. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.